Okay, welcome to another show episode of Salt and Stride. Today we got another special for you, another treat. I know you're excited to see what's going to happen. Today, guys, we're combining two countries, Korea and Mexico. So we're going to do Mexico and Korean barbecue birria egg rolls. So we're going to do an egg roll that's Korean inspired, and we're going to utilize the Korean herbs and spices and flavors infused with Mexican. So we're bringing Mexico and Korea together. This is going to be a fusion egg roll. Some of the ingredients I have here: ginger, coarse pepper, cumin, gochujang, Korean chili spice paste, Korean chili paste we're going to use. We got toasted sesame oil, and we're going to get started. Okay, so this is right here a 3-pound beef chuck roast. I'm going to hold it in front of you. You can see the marbling that's going through there. Really nice quality meat here, as we always teach you on the show. So we pretty much take this and we salt. We always teach you on this show that if you have proteins like beef or whatever, so you want to salt this with coarse sea salt the day before. What happens? The sea salt goes inside, flavors the meat, pulls the moisture out. We're going to sear this and sear to get a crust, seal in the juices and the flavor. We're going to create a Maillard reaction in this pan. The Maillard reaction, we're going to create a fondue, and that is just enhancing the flavor, sealing in everything and locking it down, guys. And then right here is my Instapot. So this is the braising portion of it. Normally it would take generally 3 hours to cook this. I mean, chuck roast is a dense meat. It's hard to cook. It's hard to break down because of the fibers that's in it. That's why we're gonna pressure cook it after we sear this. And let's get started. So we're going to go down in a pan, a little bit of avocado oil. And what you're looking for is a nice sear. You want that nice sear noise. We're going to go in with that nice sear. Okay. Now, we have this beautiful chuck roast. And after this is braised for 1 hour, pressure cook high. You want a high, intense pressure cook on this. I recommend the Instapot or whatever electronic pressure cooker that you have. It's much safer. The traditional old style of pressure cookers, I don't really see those quite often. I had one of those, I got rid of it. It's dangerous. The pressure builds up to a point to where it just pops. It literally pops, and it's really dangerous and scary. Guys, go out and invest in an Instapot or a safe type of pressure cooker. You will, trust me, you will be happy and well pleased with it, because this does a lot of different things. Okay, here we go. We're going down. You can hear that sear. You can see the smoke. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want. Okay, let's go over on this side with a little bit of pepper. The salt, there's no need to salt this very heavily, because some of the Korean flavors and Korean ingredients is going to be the soy sauce. Okay, now while this is searing, we're going to sear this for 3 minutes. Let's go in with our Korean and Mexican flavors inside. So we're going to whisk up half a cup of soy sauce. Half a cup of soy sauce. We're going to go in with a teaspoon, say a teaspoon of cumin. That's the Mexican part. Ginger. I just cut this ginger. There's no reason to mince it very well. You're going to go in with a few slivers or slices, if you will, of ginger. We got some toasted sesame oil. This is very potent, so you want to go in with a teaspoon of toasted sesame oil, just for depth of flavor. Going with that. Cinnamon stick. A whole cinnamon stick we're gonna go down with. Guys, I'm just gonna go on the fly with you, okay? Cinnamon stick, Mexican inspired. We're combining the Mexican and Korean flavors here. Cinnamon stick goes down. Very fragrant. You wanna pull all these savory and nice flavors together. That's what we're gonna do here. So let's go down with white onion. White onion is always used in Mexican food. Mexico, they love using white onion. It creates flavor. So you don't need to dice this at all. You just want to chop it. You just want to rough chop on this white onion. And you just want to go in. You want everything rustic and rough because it's going to be right here. It's going to go right there into the Instapot. So you just want to incorporate some of the ingredients. Okay, we're going to turn this nice, hefty. And be careful doing this. Look at that, Sear. You want to go down on the other side here with this nice chuck roast. We got a nice good sear on one side. So we're gonna sear the other side. Okay, let's continue with incorporating our ingredients. And we will have all the ingredients listed down below. And this is star anise. I'm using a star anise extract. I can control this. You just want a few drops of this. Anise is always used in Asian cooking, Chinese cooking. A few drops of that. Just a little. Not much. And it's already smelling good in here. So what we're gonna do is continue to build flavor, and we're gonna continue, guys. We're gonna go in with this sweet mirin. This is a sweet style cooking wine that's used in Asia all the time. You want to go with less than 1/3 of a cup. Not much than 1/3 of a cup, less. Okay, we're going to go with 1/2 cup of fresh water. 1/2 cup of fresh water in this, just to balance out the salt. And guys, this is essentially a marinade. A marinade that we are going to cook and have all the ingredients. As you can see that, look at that, how that's coming along. All the ingredients will be listed down below. So this is going to be the braising part. You want to braise. You don't need any salt in this, but you do want to go with cloves of garlic. And what I recommend is when you go to your local grocery store, you want these egg rolls. So the finished product is going to be in these premium egg rolls. You want premium egg rolls. You don't want to use spring rolls. Spring rolls they tear easily, they break easily. You don't want to do that. Go with the premium egg roll. It's thicker, it's stronger, it fries a lot better. Okay? Let's continue on with our ingredients. A smash full of garlic. Got some cloves of garlic just going in. 2 cloves of garlic is good. Okay. And this chuck roast is just searing. It's almost there. And once it sears on this side for another minute or so, we're gonna cut the heat off, place it into the Instapot with this beautiful, fragrant Korean Mexican flavor. This is a marinade. A secret, guys. This is a secret, okay? Pay attention to this one. This right here, what I'm holding is an Asian pear. So the enzymes in this Asian pear will break down the fibers of this chuck roast. This is the secret to Korean cooking and Asian style of cooking. They use these Asian pears and they have calpin in it, C-A-L-P-I-N. Calpin is an enzyme that literally, it goes into this marinade, and it's this Asian pear you can find at your Asian market or local market. I would search for Asian markets. This is a beautiful weapon. It's going to literally tenderize the meat. You can tenderize any type of meat with this. I use this all the time. You can do pot roast or whatever it is. When you're making marinades, this Asian pear is a secret weapon. It's good. Okay, so let's go down. In this Asian pear, you just want to just chop. Everything needs to be chopped, guys. You don't want to go through the extent of dicing and finely cutting anything. That's not needed for this recipe. This is going to be a rustic type of cut because everything is going into the Instapot to braise. Okay, the searing is done. We got our searing done. We have down here some diced in our Instapot. This is diced onion. This is sweet onion, the same sweet onion we use to go in this marinade. So what I did was laid a bit of sweet onion out. So essentially, this chuck roast is going to sit on top of the onion. That's another secret, okay? It's going to create flavor. Everything is going to incorporate, gel together. It's going to be very fragrant. It's going to be a beautiful Korean-inspired Mexican egg roll, a birria. So this sauce is going to create a birria. So we're going to add the final steps to this marinade. And that is going to be Gochujang, the paste that we mentioned earlier. This is a Korean chili paste. We're going to go and add our final spice, our final ingredient, which is Gochujang, which is the Korean chili paste. You just want about a good tablespoon of that. We're going to go inside. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. We're just going to lightly move things around. You got your cinnamon stick, you got your gochujang, your Korean paste, you have your cumin, which is your Mexican ingredient. You have sliced ginger in here. You have cinnamon stick. You have half a cup of soy sauce, and you have your sweet mirin, your half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of your liquid star anise, and you have your toasted sesame oil. We have everything here with a half a cup of water and your your Asian pear. So now we're going to go inside with this mixture right inside of the Instapot, right on top of the chuck roast. All right, this is smelling really good. A final note, we got some fresh, clean cilantro here. We're just gonna put a little bit of the cilantro inside of the Instapot, and this has enough moisture in it. If you feel like it does not, then you can add a little bit more water. You want the water level to be not too high, but sufficient enough to where it's going to create your pressure cooker and tenderize the meat and get the meat going and all of the flavors concentrate. And this is going to be the birria, the Mexican part of it. The birria is we're going to strain this because the fat and all of the goodness is going to come out. Once we strain that, we're going to simmer it, concentrate it down, and that will be the sauce that you're going to take that Korean Mexican egg roll and dip it in there. You're going to see the steps. You're going to see everything that's going to happen. This is exciting. This is going to be great. So we seared our chuck roast on each side We got a nice fondue, a nice crust on each side. We incorporated all of our Mexican and Korean ingredients inside. And let's go with a little bit more water. I feel like this needs a little bit more water. I said half a cup of water, but we're gonna go with a full cup. So add one more half cup of water into the Instapot. I got this idea because there's literally a Korean restaurant that's literally 5 minutes away from the house. And I always go there. Their Korean food is so good. And I love Mexican food because, you know, I'm from Texas, moved from Texas to Hawaii. So I figure I just try something. And that's what food is. Food is all about trying things. There's some things that's going to work, and there's some things that you're going to try that's not going to work. But at least you tried. And that's what I think food is. This is a fusion flavors of two countries, Mexico and Korea. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to put the top on this. We're going to set the pressure cooker to high. We're going to let this work and do its magic for 1 hour. This will take 1 hour to pressure cook. And okay, welcome back. 1 hour has passed and we're ready to show you our beef chuck roast. Now this is the part to where we're gonna assemble the egg rolls. But first I wanna show you the tenderness of this roast. It's like I can hardly lift it. It's super tender. It's just falling apart. This is 1 hour that we placed this earlier into our Instapot. As you can see that, I'm just holding that right there. That is just jiggly, wiggly, tender, and ready for you. Look at that. Look at this thing here. A masterpiece. So we're gonna go inside and we're gonna just take 2 forks. And this is the shredding part. Right now, just shredding and pulling apart the beef chuck roast. And it's just literally just, it is so tender. It is just falling all over the place. Now, important note that when you take when your beef roast is finished in the pressure cooker, we have a term, a cooking term that is called NPR. And what NPR means is natural pressure process. It's a natural pressure regulation. So what that means in simpler terms is when a pressure cooker is done for 1 hour with this, there's a valve. Don't open that valve. You want the pressure to come down naturally. When that happens, that is going to continue to carry over cooking. Your chuck roast is going to carry over cooking. It's going to continue to carry over with the cooking process is what I'm trying to tell you. And then once that's done, the pressure is going to come down little by little by little naturally. When that happens, the chuck roast is still cooking. It's coming down slow. And this is the fall apart, tenderizing part. This is the fall apart aspect of it, just to where your meat is just going to get tender, 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 and tender as the pressure of the pressure cooker comes down. Okay, we have our consommé going here. Our consommé is just reducing. We have a nice simmer. You can smell the cinnamon, the Korean spices, the Mexican spices. It smells heavenly in here. It smells wonderful. And you want to just reduce this by just a little less, a little more than half, a little more than half. Okay, so we're gonna finish rolling our egg roll wrappers. Cornstarch is already down on the board, this rolling surface. And these come out perfect. So the meat is completely cooled. You can go in with your hands. I recommend that. Safety protocols always we teach on this show. You want to make sure the meat is cool. You don't want to burn yourself. You don't want to touch a hot pot or pan. Be safe at all costs, all times. I'm just going to show you this. I'm pulling this with my hand. This Korean beef, this Korean Mexican mixture, this beef, this chuck roll. Look, I'm just falling. Very super tender. Just finish rolling this, and then we're going to fry them up. Now, this inspiration came about like, I don't know. I just, like I said, I like Korean food. I like Mexican food because in Texas, there's some really wonderful restaurants there, as well as Korean restaurants in Texas. And Hawaii has some amazing food. And here in Hawaii, I'm telling you, you're going to find all different types of fusion flavors, restaurants that have fusion mixed combination and mixed things that's shocking, shockingly good. But you can do it from the own comfort of your home. Okay, remember the meat mixture. What's the meat mixture? First, you go down with your Korean BBQ Birria mixture. On top next will be the kimchi, your Korean kimchi. And this is assembling and building the egg rolls. Next, last, is the scallion and cilantro mixture. And you're gonna go over top with the cheese and roll. We're gonna repeat the process, okay? Just to help you out. And we'll be sure to have the ingredients listed down below. You have to try this. This is really, really good. It's not the typical boring type of food. This is some exciting new fusion that you can share with your loved ones and have a good time with. You see that? Now, if some reason, you see that opening? If some reason that will not close, you can just wet your hands with water. Just a little water, just like I ran out of the sink like that. Look, you paint the tip of that with water. Roll it. Bingo. Bingo. That is the perfect roll of an egg roll. Let's take that one. See how that one is coming up just a bit? It's not flush. Water on the tip. You can put a bowl of water down if you want, but I'm just doing a few of these. It's not necessary for me to do it, but you can have a bowl nearby where you can dip your hands in that water. And these are perfectly sealed, beautifully rolled. I'm going to show you. You want to start rolling, and your meat mixtures needs to go here first in a layer. After that, the kimchi goes on top. After that, your Monterey Jack cheese, Mexican cheese. After that, your scallion, cilantro mixture will go last. Then you roll till you reach the center. This is upside down, but this is for demonstration purposes. Upside down. So pretend that this meat mixture that and goodness that you already have here, you want to go halfway. You want to fold. I'll put it this way. That's what you're looking for, that pocket. You can practice a few of these. If you're not comfortable with rolling these, practice makes perfect. Practice, 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 practice. But premium wrappers is what you need. This is nice and thick. It's not breaking, it's not tearing. It can handle some of the broth. It's holding well. And then you just tuck it and continue to roll. That top part, water, boom, it will stick. Okay, so we have 2 more of these to go, and then we're gonna start frying. Consomé dipping sauce. I got my spoon here. And you want the consommé when you add the cheese. Start off at about half a cup. half a cup of Monterey Jack cheese. You want to make sure to have enough cheese for the filling and enough cheese for your egg roll and enough cheese for your filling. Okay, so you want to stir this. Bring it up to temperature just to melt that Monterey Jack cheese. All of the fat, all of the goodness, all of the flavor is here. There's no reason. You can strain it if you want, but it's not really necessary because this is a dipping sauce right here. This looks really pretty. And that Monterey Jack cheese rather, that's a soft cheese to melt. It's easy to melt. It's not hard. It's a very soft cheese. And you're going to get a nice cheese pull with this. Just kind of incorporating everything to make sure the cheese is melted properly. The consommé, you can take this consommé, this goodness, and strain it, and you can freeze it as well for the next time, right? We don't waste anything. Okay, I'm going to start my fryer now. Well, I'm going to place this over here. I'm going to clean up just a bit, and we're going to get this fryer going. And then we're going to go ahead and start to assemble the final product. We're going to bring it home, as we say. Just want to make sure I get some extra cheese out for you. There's no reason to grate the cheese, the Monterey Jack cheese. You can buy the store-bought shredded ones. Just make sure it's a good brand. Okay? We're going to dump a little bit more of that Monterey Jack cheese in there. And the heat is still holding in the pan just to melt. You just want to simply melt. Oh, my goodness. That consommé is coming out perfect. Woo! It's got that cheese pull. I'm just playing with it right now. I'm having fun with you right now. I hope you ate before you watched this show. Look at that. Woo-wee. Okay, we're going to stir a little bit more of this. This is coming out really good. Now, take a few or a little bit of cilantro, and you just want to go like that on top of your consommé. And the consommé, again, is what? It is the sauce rendered from the chuck roast that you cook down with all that goodness and flavor, herbs and spices, the Korean spices, the Gochujang Korean chili paste, the garlic, the cinnamon stick, Mexican inspired, the cumin, the garlic, the salt, the pepper, and the gochujang is spicy. You don't need guajillo peppers. You don't need any of the special Mexican peppers. You don't need that. This is already packed full of flavor. It's already here, ready for you. Wow. Look at that consommé. Look at that consommé. Woo. That's the cheese pull you want. I'm going to do it one more time. Look at that cheese pull. There you're going to dip your egg roll in that, and you're going to find, I'm telling you, you're going to be licking your hands, your fingers, your arm. This, yeah. All right, let's preheat this fryer. I'm going to go right at about 350. While this is preheating, what you want to do, the oil is preheating in this fryer. So what you need to do and be mindful of is to make sure you temp your oil even though it has the temperature setting on the deep fryer, it's still mindful and nice to have peace of mind. And what you want to do is temp it just to make sure, even though it flashes ready. And you can find these little temperature gauges as I'm cleaning my mess a little bit here. Let me show you. It's my temperature gauge. It's right here. Okay, these temperature gauges you can find at Walmart, probably Target, but I got this one from Walmart. And they have a Fahrenheit and Celsius setting on this. Now, what you want to do is make sure that in between the use of this is that you clean it. You want to sterilize it. And because you're going in and out of proteins and in and out of different seafoods or fish or sauces or whatever, it has that probe there. So be careful because that probe is sharp. It will prick your fingers. It'll stick you. So, I mean, this is really convenient to have. You turn it on. You want to wipe this clean. Make sure you clean this because this has been used quite a bit. And you want to make sure it's sterilized and clean. There's a difference between cleaning and sterilizing. Sterilizing is, I use vinegar and water. I clean it with soap and water first. And then after this, I'll go in with a little bit of white distilled vinegar or white vinegar water mixture. And I just clean it. Now to reset this, this is going to pick up, you can see in my kitchen, it's 86 degrees. So what you want to do is you want to reset this. And the way you reset this is how you run it under water. You can either run it underwater or you can have a cup of water and you can essentially set this in the cup of water. Not the whole entire thing, but at least a portion or a piece of that. This is going to reset the temperature setting on it and you'll get a more accurate reading. Okay, another note, another tip, as we teach you here. Okay, the heat is the oil is still preheating, and in the meantime, we have our Pyrex. I have a Pyrex here with some tissue. As the egg rolls come out, we are going to let them sit here and drain. And the thing about egg rolls, don't cook more than you have to, because the reason why you don't want to cook a lot of egg rolls, it's hard to reheat them. The next day after, egg rolls get soggy, they deteriorate, they get nasty. So even though if you could try to refry them or air fry them, I find it better, it's better to make exactly what you need. So you can seal these back up. It even has the instructions on there. You can seal these back up and reuse them next time and freeze them. The cooked egg rolls is what I'm referring to get back to that. You want to cook enough egg rolls to last to the very next day. And they're going to come out always crispy and fresh. It doesn't take much work, doesn't take long to fry them. We're going to deep fry these and fry these only for 3 minutes. These egg rolls here are only going to fry for 3 minutes because you want to just crisp up and melt the cheese inside and crisp up the egg roll itself. We already cooked and pressure cooked your Korean Mexican birria. We already cooked that beef. The chuck roast is already cooked. So just cook enough. And if you need more, roll some more and cook some more. You can pre-roll these. That's a secret. You can roll enough of these and they don't need to be cooked, but you want to use like wax paper or parchment paper, cover them up, and you can place them in the refrigerator. I probably would do that at maximum 2 days, no more than 2 days. If it's 2 days pre-wrapped, wrapped in the refrigerator with parchment paper or wax paper, use it within 2 days. No more than 2 days. They start getting funky. They start falling apart. They get soggy, pick up all of the moisture from the refrigerator. Parchment paper is important. And cornstarch. Always have cornstarch. Always have cornstarch working around this. Even as the oil is heating, I'm rolling this right now in the residue and leftover cornstarch. Just to keep things nice and firm. It will help your egg rolls out immensely. Thank you for the additional subscribers. We really appreciate you. Our channel, our community is growing. We just need comments. That's all we need. Other than that, I'm here for you guys. Feel free to let us know what we need to do on this show. Feel free to let us know how we can help you. This is Daily Kitchen Mastery. We're always adamant about teaching things. We're always adamant about working with you, because without you, we don't have this channel. So again, look at that consommé. I'm having a hard time. This fryer needs to hurry up. Oh, it says ready. Wait a minute, is it ready? Almost ready. That oil is not ready yet. Man, I'm hungry. This thing, I should have had this preheating already. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to chomp down and bite down on these Korean Mexican egg rolls. I'm just waiting for this thing to heat up. Mine flashes ready when it's hot. This is a 4-quart fryer that I picked up. This is my very first time using this. It's big. It can certainly fry some catfish in here, I can tell you that. That's going to be another episode too. It's catfish. Yeah, so almost there, almost ready. Almost. And get my tongues ready, get my tongues clean. Let's see here. We're going to set this basket up here. The oil is almost at its temperature. And let's go ahead and temp it, by the way, because we pulled this out for a reason. Let's see. Kind of go like that. Make sure it's set on Fahrenheit and not Celsius. Take the temperature of this. It's at it's climbing, 280, almost 300 degrees. Preheat this in advance so you are ready to fry. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and place these. Look at that. Perfect. We're going to set 4 of these in here. I recommend to fry 4 only at a time, because these are huge. You don't want to fry or crowd the fryer with the basket, rather, with a lot of the egg rolls, because they don't cook right. You need room and space for the oil to travel through in between these grates here. The oil is going to circulate and go around. So you want to make sure you have enough room and space for that. That's why you never overcrowd your frying surface or your cooking surface. Okay, almost there. In the meantime, what we're going to do is let you know that we will have holiday foods coming up. I know that the 4th of July is coming up. We will have a special 4th of July treat for you. I'm working on that right now. Something fun, something easy. There's sometimes cooking needs to be complex and strenuous. Sometimes food needs to be simplistic, simple, and easy. I never would imagine of coming up with a Korean and Mexican birria appetizer egg roll. The imagination. We always teach you to try things. It works sometimes, it doesn't. Sometimes it comes out great. Not everything I do works. I'm human just like you watching this. But again, we can learn. Okay, we're ready. The light is set. The light says ready. We're going to slowly drop this. You don't want to slam them down. Just want to go in just like this, nice and simple and easy. And this is frying right at the perfect temperature of 350 150 degrees. You want to go 3 minutes only, and that's it. You don't, if you, 4 minutes at the max, but I will not go over 3.5, 4 minutes. That's my frying rule, and that's the rule, and that's the way and time that I cook my egg rolls. I like to go 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes, done. Crispy, ready to go. Okay, so this is frying up pretty good. In the meantime, we're gonna clean up a bit and we're gonna go in with our presentation. So I'm gonna set this over here, move this out of the way. And see here, let's go ahead and rinse off our equipment. Clean up a bit in between the time. Clean these dry these off. And this is going to be a really cool presentation. I try not to get dirty, but I got a little cornstarch earlier in the show. I had some water spots in my shirt. Well, that's a part of cooking. You're going to get dirty. I don't wear aprons on this show. If I get dirty, I get dirty. That means I'm working. That means I'm doing something right. It means I'm cooking. I don't mind getting dirty when I cook. That's what we got showers and washing machines and dryers for. Cook. Okay. Now, check this out. My wife picked this up. She's so considerate. We're gonna put some kimchi in there. We're gonna go down. We're gonna start plating, guys. This is the final product. I'm gonna go like this with some kimchi. Let's see if this works. Kind of just twist it up like that. Next is that consommé. We got to get that consommé ready. And that consommé, let me rinse my bowl out here. Always clean as you go. Never know what you need. You never know what you're gonna do. These are browning up and looking scrumptious. This is looking really, really good right now. Another minute, and we are going to unveil the crunch, the deliciousness of this Korean egg roll birria. Okay, let's go in with our birria sauce. Careful not to spill it. Ooh, just like that. Just like that. Ah, the cheese pool is already, the cheese is just running down that Monterey Jack cheese. All right, now, we got some kimchi on the side. You see that? That's the birria dipping sauce that we made from the Consomé Monterey Jack cheese. But first, it is very critical that you reduce the consommé first. After reducing the consommé, reduce and lower your temperature and add the Monterey Jack cheese in stages. You can do Oaxaca cheese too. You can do Oaxaca cheese. You can do Monterey Jack cheese. I like Monterey Jack. Monterey Jack is probably one of my favorite cheeses to use. All right, we're done. So the egg rolls are ready. We're gonna turn this fryer off. And what am I gonna say now? Guess what I'm gonna say? We're gonna bring it home. We are going to bring it home. Let this drain off. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it right in front. Look at that crispiness. Whew. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? 3 minutes. 3.5 at the most. That's all you need for egg rolls. Take them out. If you're deep frying them, that's all you need. Only 4 at a time to allow room for this to fry and cook. Okay. We need to cut this. I need to cut this and make it pretty for you. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna cut 1 or 2 up. And we're gonna go at an angle. Let's go with a serrated knife. Let's go with a knife that has teeth on it. Serrated. So you don't smash the egg roll. Yeah, see the teeth? The teeth is gonna do the work for you. Look at that. Come on, y'all. Come on, come on. You have to try this. I encourage you. Perfect Mexican Korean birria egg roll. We're gonna go down like that. Look at that Monterey Jack cheese, that scallion, that cilantro. Look at that Korean chuck roast beef that's so tender, that melted earlier. It was just falling apart. You saw it earlier. Look. One more. We're gonna cut one more. Make sure you cut these with a serrated knife. A serrated knife means you have a knife that has teeth on it. So you don't need to smash. Look at that. I wish you had a way to smell this. Whew. I'm telling you. This is the presentation. We're done. It was a pleasure for your time. I'm just trying to make this nice and presentable for you. Yeah, we're gonna go like that. Take some of that little bit of garnish of that scallion and cilantro and make it just go like that. Just a little bit more. Just like that. Look. Look at that presentation, guys. You're gonna love this when you try it. You got your kimchi on the side. You got your Mexican Korean birria egg roll with the cheese and melted goodness inside with all the herbs and spices from both countries. That is the birria sauce, and we're gonna dip. We're gonna try one. You know we're gonna try this. And I wish you can try it with me, but you're gonna try it because I'm gonna have all the ingredients listed below. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that sauce. Ooh. Ooh. Cheese pull. This has been great. So crispy, moist, tender, flavorful, delicious. Thank you for your time. I have a mouthful right now. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Salt and Strive. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. We love you. We appreciate your time. We're going to see you next week. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.